Hi, my name is Jane, and this is our daughter Emily. Emily is 12 years old and has faced challenges in her life that I hope none of you ever have to face. Before Emily was born, she had an intrauterine stroke, which resulted in traumatic brain injury. Her traumatic brain injury has resulted in severe global developmental delays and cerebral palsy. This means that she functions similar to a child younger than 1 year old. She is unable to communicate with us other than by laughing or crying. She also has severe scoliosis and severe orthopedic issues, which resulted in her being wheelchair bound. The worst part about Emily's traumatic brain injury is the daily seizures, which are only partially controlled by medication. She also has on average about twice a year a life-threatening grand mal seizure, which has resulted in us calling 911 as these seizures could cause Emily to have respiratory failure. These seizures come without warning. We have to assist Emily hand over hand in everything that she does. Our life is not easy. We also have 3 other children, William, who is 2, and Preston, who is just 4 months old, and our oldest son, Robbie, who died in 2001 from a congenital heart defect at just 2 months old. As you can see right now, we have 3 children in diapers. I'm sure you can imagine how much work that is. When I heard from my husband, Jamie, that we had been told by the Fort Campbell Family Housing Office and Access Lend-Lease that we would have a Harper Village home by our June arrival, I began coordinating for all the many doctors, schools, therapies, personal care aides, and just in general getting help for our move and setting up all the other related services. Moving with Emily is a time-consuming process, and by having a change in the plans so late in the move, it makes our lives that much harder. We now have to try to undo many things put into place, including Emily's summer school and EFMP camp, not to mention trying to arrange for assistance again for our move. I really hope that Fort Campbell Family Housing does not do this to our family again or to another EFMP family. We are doing our best to put these costly and time-consuming mistakes behind us and concentrate on our move in August now. Having an exact date as soon as possible is absolutely essential. It is neither safe nor ideal to stay in an extended period in the guest quarters with Emily. Behind Emily, I have lined up some of her equipment that she uses every day. This equipment takes up a large amount of room. Can you imagine trying to stay in the guest quarters with all this equipment? This large amount of equipment is also an additional reason why requesting us to take a smaller home is unreasonable. I closely looked over all the floor plans, including Cole Park, that were sent to us, and the house that best meets our needs is Harper. In the Woodlands, we would have a smaller home with no on-site storage, which is absolutely necessary for Emily's large equipment. Plus, I don't think that I can be expected to park in a garage that requires a ground guide. I am a good driver, but not that good. We would have no storage in the Woodlands garage with the way Fort Campbell Family Housing suggested that we park. We also noticed on the floor plan that the bathrooms were smaller, which again, just makes our life that much more difficult. We are also concerned with how far away the Woodlands is from the hospital and from Emily's school. I also checked the construction calendar online, and I don't think that while construction is continuing, that a child in Emily's medical condition would be safe to live there. Plus, we would have limited safe areas to be outside with her therapeutic bike. Living with Emily is always going to be a challenge, but if we can have a house that makes life safer, easier, and more accessible for Emily, then that is one less thing that we have to worry about. I, too, am a good Army wife, and I don't want to have to continue not being able to sleep at night because I am worried that my husband is being forced to choose his career versus his family and wondering whether we will have a home. This entire situation has caused undue stress and burden on our family. I ask that we resolve it today by giving us a date for our home. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for meeting our family today, and I hope this gives you a better understanding of the needs and requirements and why we are requesting what we're requesting.